had a layover in the Salt Lake City airport, and I was hanging out in the Delta Airlines lounge, and I wound up talking to a young woman who was tidying up around the tables. And we were talking about social media. And our conversation went on for a long time, and after a certain point, I got a little nervous, and I said, gee, I hope I'm not getting you in trouble, with your boss, keeping you from your work. And she says, no, my boss likes it when we talk like this, because it makes all the guests feel welcome. And I thought, wow, her management had empowered her to make the guests feel welcome. Now, by profession, I teach storytelling for business, and I actually now include that story in one of the training modules because her behavior told a story about a company that understands its own people are ambassadors for their brand. And normally I would not mention the actual company name, but today I read that Ed Bastian, the CEO of Delta Airlines, announced that they were going to pay out $1.4 billion of Delta's 2023 profits to its employees, which is about 10.5% of an employee's eligible compensation. In other words, more than a whole month's pay. Now, I'm a big believer in the power of stories, and Delta's management just told a beauty about how when the company says it values its employees, it kind of does. And when the woman tidying up in the Delta lounge makes you feel welcome, it's not an accident. That's how they roll. And I had a very peculiar emotion when I heard that news about the bonus. You know what I felt as a Delta flyer? Pride. So, Ed Bastian, I don't know you, brother, but I like your style.